Hey, everybody, welcome back to Spilling the IT. I'm Paul Burke. That's Adam Burke. We're here to talk about things happening in the channel updates, technology news. Adam, how's life?
Going well, Paul. Happy to be here. Ready to rock.
Let's do it. Um, First thing up, a real interesting study that found so it's an SMB cloud challenge. While 52% of traditional SMBs believe the cloud is critical to their business success, 43% have zero full time technical staff to manage cloud solutions. And that is according to a study done by DigitalOcean Research, which is really revealing.
Yeah, so 43% see it as an option and as an important thing, and over 50% don't have people to manage it.
Strike that, reverse it. 52% of people think it is a critical thing, but 43% have nobody
Oh
to
wow. Okay.
zero full time technical staff. So
Yeah.
half of the people are like, yeah, very important. 43% say, we don't have anybody full time to deal with it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's pretty revealing and the idea that um, sometimes the cloud capabilities and technologies are moving a little bit faster than even the managed services community. Something we always forget. And I always forget, when talking to vendors and suppliers and things like that, is that, Quest is an MSP, we're an MSSP. We work with customers all over the country in different verticals, and everyone's trying to figure out the technology spend and where to use it. But at the end of the day, we're customers too. I mean, we're actually,
Mm.
you know, we're kind of like a force multiplier, if you will, to their customer base because, you as a managed service provider, you have existing customers, you have people who know you and trust you, who've worked with you. So if you invest in a Microsoft strategy or a Cisco strategy or VMware or Dell or AWS or Google,
Mm.
you're kind of you're almost like you're kind of leading the charge for some of these vendors too. So you're a customer, but at the same time you're a provider, which is it's an interesting place to be. And you get studies like the one you just covered, where okay, what's the opportunity, and then who are we whose beans and bolts are we going to buy to go fight this battle? Who are
Mm.
you gonna who's your supplier? Who's your person to work with as far as getting things done?
I think that's really interesting. You mentioned that while you're also suggesting other people need to use this equipment, you too are trying to use it and figure out how to best use it.
Yeah, I mean you're in the customer pool as well. You're a different type of customer,
Hmm.
right? You're a customer who leverages the technology, resells it, and uses it, but you're paying the bill, right? I mean, we went through, and we've been a Microsoft CSP for a long time. We've been a Cisco, Gold partner for a long time. We resell equipment all over the country, but we also invest in those capabilities, right? So, like we're an MSSP in the Cisco world. We've partnered with other endpoint technology products around the channel and use all sorts of different tools, but we're their customer, right? We're buying that capability and then putting it together in a way that's consumable for our customers. So it's that two-tier distribution model. When we're going through a lot of these, when we're going through these examples, it reminds me, oh yeah, we're customers too. We're customers as well. We have to evaluate vendors, we have to evaluate supply chain, we have to figure out how we're going to get our materials, our cost of goods out to the market.
This is really interesting. Enterprises and tech focused SMBs were more likely to be cloud native businesses than traditional SMBs. 64% of enterprises, 58% of tech focused SMBs, and only 35% of traditional SMBs say they are cloud native.
Yeah, the cloud native thought is an interesting one because especially in the MSP world, because everybody likes to kind of have control over their footprint and the
Mhm.
ability to manage, what's going on. Not that anybody ever, likes to talk about downtime, but things go down. The cloud does fail from time to time. You can go to anybody who says, yeah, but the cloud's always on. Go to outage.com sometime. I think that's, or imdown.com or something like that. It shows outages for different providers all over the country at any given time. Everything from your local, your
That feels
local
like that feels like a
carrier.
very sobering website where you're like, no, the cloud's fantastic, nothing ever goes wrong, and you're like, let me send you a link, and then
Yeah,
minutes
it's an
later you're
outage. It's
like,
like
oh
outage.
my,
Yeah, it's like outage.com or am I down? I'm blanking on the name right now, but
is it
it
down?
basically
Is it
is it
down.com?
down? Something like that.
Something like that.
That might be something else. That might be something else. Don't
I'm gonna
Google that.
look. I'm gonna look so we're not sending people to weird sites.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you? Yeah, outage meter. I don't know, but anyways, it kind of shows a heat map, and you can see that. Okay, well, this carrier is not doing too hot in the southeast right now, or there was a couple times where some of the big folks out there, the Verizons, the Lumens, the AT&Ts, the Comcasts, stuff happens. People throw a throw a command in the middle of production, things can go down. So as an MSP, you'd like to sometimes have a little bit more control over your environment as much as you can. And that cloud native concept, everyone kind of assumes everyone's only born and built in the cloud, but there are still a lot of people who have on-premise equipment, on-premise PBXs, on-premise phone systems, on-premise servers. It's not. I think I was reading a statistic. I think only 20% of the market, maybe 15 to 20% of the market, is leveraging hosted voice. I mean, by the amount of advertising
Really?
you hear about it, you'd think it was 95%. But no, it's still, I think it's still not a huge number necessarily. There's still a lot of transition that needs to go from legacy systems. So
So we have a quick update. There is a website called isitdownrightnow.com, which
got it.
might be what you're talking about. And Adam, if you're wondering if pizzahut.com is up, it is.
Oh,
Pizzahut.com
good.
is up. It says Amtrak.com is down, but it was checked an hour and 4 minutes ago. So maybe it's up by now. But Pizza Hut was checked 7 seconds ago. So it really shows the priority of this website. Pizza over
Pizza over train tickets. Yeah.
yeah, interesting.
Yep.
So
Yep.
but that is a great site, and like you said, very sobering.
Yeah, well, it can just, you from a cloud native standpoint, it's great to have things up in hosted environments. It's great to have them as long as you have access and you can, get to your data, get to your customers. That's the main priority.
Well, it comes back to what you always say, like you and Tim always say it, like there is no silver bullet. There is no one thing that's going to make everything work. So a lot of people, they move to the cloud and think, well, that's it. Everything's going to run forever and always now. And that is not the case.
No, it's really just compute and storage and software in someone else's data center, and how you're connecting to it from a bandwidth standpoint, and how your people are accessing it, and how you're authenticating. All of those moving parts and pieces are changing all the time, and you just gotta keep up on it, and have reality and have real conversations about what type of service level agreements you have in place, what type of access you have, and how you're managing and maintaining that access 24/7. Doesn't go away, never stops.
Yeah, have the real conversation, everybody. Like get real. Talk about the
Yep.
things that are important.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
Adam, anything else you want to share?
No, I'm good right now. I think that was a good quick hit on MSP, cloud native, a little bit of security snuck in there too. So yeah, good stuff.
Also, just a reminder, Adam is loving Yellowstone. So if you're looking for something worth watching, Yellowstone, and I would highly suggest watching Arcane. It's animated, it's based on a video game, and it's brilliant. You don't need to know anything about the video game. One of the best animated things I've seen in a very long time. One of the best stories I've seen in a very long time. It's a delight. All right.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
See you next week.
All right. Have a good week, everybody.